Hey, here we go. What's up? Well, what up, everybody? It's me, Carillion Warrior, and welcome to this map tour. As you can see, I've already preloaded the game in, and all I've got to do is just press the good old start button. So I'm quite excited about showing you this map tour because this is an absolute corker that we've got here for you. It's one of my favourite maps, and it is the base game map from FS17, which was converted to FS19, and it's now been converted to FS22. The map that I'm talking about, as you can probably see, is Crest Valley, and it is by Puma 145, and it is a total of 281.38 megabytes to download. The description says this is a map from FS17 converted and modernised for FS22. The map includes the main farm, it has animals, 31 fields, 8 sell points, a biogas plant, and it also has productions on it. Well, just a word of warning, guys, please do not get this one confused with another Crest Valley that is out on ModHub. The one that is out on ModHub is Crest Valley 22 by CeeLo Buki, and Crest Valley 22 is a rendition of the FS17 map, but as you can see, as we go around this map, you see a lot of the original features are all in place, and it is just one of the most beautiful maps that I've ever played on. It was actually the first ever map that I played on when I got into Farming Simulator. When I started playing FS17, I've got countless numbers of hours on Crest Valley to start off with, as it is. So let's get into it and let's take a look round, shall we? Right. As you can see, here we are. We start at the main farm. There is only one farm on here, guys, so that is it. So we're here on the main farm. So if I just bring up the PDA and show you, as you can see, we are literally just here and everything else. So that is absolutely good. But looking at the PDA, nothing has changed that much from the original FS17 map, and there are a few additions to bring it in line with FS22 and everything else, but Puma 145 has done a great job in modernising this to FS22. He was also responsible for the conversion for FS19 as well, so there's quite a few things. It's a nice map to drive around. The original train system on FS17 had 2 tracks on it. As you can see, you've got the track that goes all the way down and round and comes down and comes back up and then comes back round again. And the other train is a smaller circle that comes round. So he's done a wonderful job and everything in keeping the both train lines on there. So let's crack in and let's take a look at the starting equipment that you get. I'm quite surprised about the starting equipment of what we've actually got. So here we go. The items that we own to start off with. You have a small tractor, medium tractors, harvesters, trailers, headers, cultivators, power harrows, seeders and weights. So in small tractors, you have the Class Arian 660. So that's a nice tractor to start off with. Medium tractors, you have the Zeta Crystal HD 170. You have the John Deere 7810. And then obviously you've got your Deutz-Fahr topliner, header, combine harvester. Trailer, you've got the Velger DK115. You've obviously got your header for your Deutz-Fahr. Cultivator, you've got the Amazon Serio 4000 Super. Power harrows, you've got the Amazon KG 3001 Super. Seeder, you've got the Amazon Centea 3000 Super. So those two are actually joined together, combined, and you've got 3 Agco 650 kilo weights. So that's the maps for that one. Bearing in mind, I haven't had a look at Start From Scratch or Farm Manager, guys. I am on New Farmer mode for this. But, I would say that I could have a look at that and do everything else later on. But the slot count for New Farmer, you start off with 947 slots out of your total. I'm on the Xbox One, which is the old generation, and I am capacity maxed out at 2,600. So the newer generation consoles for Xbox will be slightly higher than that, but that's it. But for everything else, in keeping it true to the original base game map, he's absolutely done a wonderful job. Now let's just hop in the tractor. I'm not going to use this tractor to go around and do the map tour, and I'm just going to take this tractor up to the silo because I actually want to see if it's the old multi-fruit. But if you see the texturing, a lot of the texturing is still the original FS17 texturing. So, and if I remember correctly from FS17, the silo on Gold Crest Valley then was not a multi-fruit silo. So something's telling me that this also isn't a multi-fruit silo. So let's just have a look. So it can take your wheat, your barley, your oats, canola, sorghum, sunflowers, soybeans, corn, and then back to wheat again. So it's not a multi-fruit silo, but you've still got the vehicle shed like you had in FS17 and 19 here. You've got your shed over there like FS17, FS19. Let's run down, and for those of you who remember the FS17, you had the barn. So here we have a sell point. This is your sell point for your grass, hay, straw and silage. So let's just take a look, and we're on here. So let's come down and have a look. So let's see. Right, come down to grass, hay, straw. So yeah, silage. You can sell your silage at the barn. You can sell your grass at the barn. You can sell hay at the barn. and you can sell your straw. So silage, grass, hay, and straw can all be sold at the barn, and I would say that that would also take the bale format as well. So that's actually on the main farm itself, and that was the very first sell point. So you've got, as you can see, you've got chickens on the farm. You've got your house, sleep trigger, and obviously you've got your vehicle workshop as well. So let's literally just quickly pop over to the chickens as we're here. Lovely chicken pen, and obviously you've got your little feed that'll go in. You've got your egg spawn area just here, and here's your chickens. Now the chicken pen holds 100 chickens. So there you go. So that's your first one. That's 100 chickens. But if you look at the texturing on the ground, it's still the original. So speaking of texturing, let's just quickly have a look and see what the paint textures are that we've got in landscaping. So painting, you've got pretty much standard. So you've got your animal mud, asphalt, concrete, dirt, your forest ground, grass, dry grass, gravel, rock, your granite. So let's just put a square of each down so that you can see. So let's go from, right, there's your granite, your rock, gravel, your dry grass, normal grass. There you go, your forestry ground. There's your dirt, your concrete, your asphalt, your animal mud, and that's it. So that's your textures, and obviously the rest is exactly the same. Your trees, your bushes, your plants. So yes, greenhouse that you can't use, but for me it would have been nice if, just my personal opinion, guys, and I said, but as you've got the greenhouse here, it would have been nice perhaps if you could utilize it and have used that as a greenhouse production. But there are greenhouse production mods out there, so that's not bad. But you still see, look, you've still got the original FS17 sheds and everything else as well. So he's done a wonderful job. So yeah, the original FS17 workshop, that back then you couldn't use it as a workshop, but now you can in FS19 and FS22. You've got the other shed here and everything else. So let's pop in and hop over to the class, and I'm gonna use the class to do the map tour, guys. So let's. He's got some nice. Oh yeah. So there are some lovely starting tractors on here. So what we're gonna do is, yeah, I think what we're gonna do is, it's gonna be a bit of a loop, and perhaps a bit of a double back on ourselves. Maybe not. I don't know. So we're at the main farm, obviously on the map where you've got the pictures of a train on the tracks. That's your rent train areas. So let's go. Let's come out. I'm thinking. Let's head towards the main shop area and take in the little bits around the bottom first. So let's get this little area done. So yeah, let's do that. Let's head out to the road. But I must admit, guys, like I said, I had lots of fun on this map when it was out. So it's actually good. It's been adapted and changed and modernized for FS22, but it's been kept pretty much true to how the original base game map was in FS17. So yes, I'm pretty stoked about that. So this is going to give me another few hours on it to really enjoy. The traffic on this map is a little bit slower than Silo Buki's, because Silo Buki's ones, the traffic was... What? And you see that? He just stopped right in front of me. No reason. What? But here we are, guys. We're heading now into one of the sale points. One of the very first sale points that's on the map. There's two really close together. And there you go. So you've got one sale point just here. Well, this sale point here, the San Giovanni, that's a new sale point that has actually been added as part of the modernisation for this one. And this sale point is the original sale point, which I think is, if I remember correctly, memory serves, which was Denton Bakery. So you've got two sale points just here. So so we've come out of there, we've come down to there, down along. You can see we're here. So this first sale point that we're at is your restaurant, and the next one is, yep, it's the original Denton Bakery. And everything. The spinnery has moved, guys, as well, but that I'll show you that once we get up to there. So let's just hop back in and come out. So obviously you've got a lot more room now to get your bigger vehicles, right, to get the bigger truck in to unload your big trailers. And you've got the gas station on the right hand side, which is good. Right, let me just take a quick trip down to this one. I know it's a bit of a funny one, but if you remember from FS17, guys, this building just here, the Golden Yarn Spinnery, that was your spinnery for FS17, where you'd sell your wool and everything else, and FS19 as well. But that's not a sale point at the moment. So that's good. Another one, perhaps it would have been nice if we could have kept that actually as spinnery itself for your wool, but it's all in all it's just me, that's just my opinion. So we're going to come back out, and so we're just going to head up to here. As you can see, you've got your cow shed, you've got your cows, which was they're in the original place of where they were in FS17 and FS19. So obviously trigger wise, you've got your milk output just there. Obviously your feed straw will go into here, and obviously there's your slurry point for outwards. There is no manure heap, guys, so you're probably going to need to use a manure heap extension to get that done. But as you can see, yeah, it's wonderful, good job. It's still the original. And if I remember, also up in this, just up in this corner here, and the original one was where you needed water. But obviously, with it being the cow pastures now, cow pastures, you don't need to put water down unless they're the small ones. So let's just have a look. Let's see if the gate opens. See if we can open the gate. Yeah, you can open the gate on this one as well, guys. So if you want to come in and bring a small tractor in with a mower and mow all of this area, you can do, but you don't own the land, so you can't do that yet at the moment until you actually own the land. So I haven't changed any of the settings either, so I'm just doing this live as we go. So let me go in and turn that auto save off. There you go. Right, so yeah, right, so let's have a look. The land to buy itself, because you don't own it, so what you actually start off with is you start off with fields 12, 14 and 15 all around the main farm area, which is what you did in everything else. And that whole area to buy is okay. Yeah, that's good. So at least you can do individual. You can do the individual precision on that as well. But that whole area is 235,944. That's just for that area. That's not including the fields. So if you wanted the fields, you'd have to buy them separately. But back to the animals. The animal area, which is just here, which is with field 27, and that the cow area comes with it as well. So, and that is, there you go, 392,208 to buy. So that will buy you the cow shed, cow pasture, and the big field as well. So which is good. So obviously you've got a large silo there, bunker silo for your chaff, and everything else as well. So Let's just see if there's any mods that have been added into. If he's put in. Yes, he has. As you can see, he's also added in the sheds. So, yeah, as you can see, you've got your mod, you've got your sheds added in as well, and he's also added in the workshop. So that's good. So if you wanted to keep it true to the original for pretty much everything else, for there as well. So let's have a look. Production sell points. Let's have a look at sell points. Is the barn in as a sale point? No. So obviously the barn's not in. But anyway, that's your cow area. So you can see we've done that a little bit. So let's go. Let's head up and across the next sale point. And so I didn't put a route round for this. I'll be nice and polite. I won't drive through his field of sunflowers. But you can probably cut the trees down and extend the fields out if you want to as well. But I say the fields are nice and square, and they are pretty huge on there as well, especially for the original of how it's been as well. So I'm going to enjoy this map, and I'm gonna definitely look at doing a let's play on Gold Crest Valley. So yeah, that's definitely going to be in the pipeline as well. Also, Calmsden Farm has had a new update today, so that's pretty good. Here we are. So here's one of the other sell points, and this is your Gomez Ridge Acres sell point, which is also one of the original sell points from the base game FS17 and FS19 as well. So that's good to see that that's still there. And everything else as well. As for sizes of fields, field 5 I would say is still the largest map, but so here we go, we're gonna come in, and it's good to see you've still got the shop area. So obviously you've got your shop trigger just here. You've got your box just here for repairs. There's your trigger just there. And over here you have your spinnery, one of your production points. So that's like 60,000 to buy for your production plant, production chains. You don't own any production chains at the start of the game, so at least I don't think you do, but let's double check. Productions, no, we don't start off with any productions. Do we own the animals? No, we don't own the animals either. So there you go. But there's your spinnery. So here's your shop. Let's just double check and see where the reset point would be. So whether it's back at the shop or on the main farm. So let's find a vehicle. Oh. We're already at the shop, so let's come over. There we go. Let's just click on that one. Let's reset. Yes. Okay. So there we go. So your reset point is pretty much over by the shop. But as you can see, we're down here where it's got reset to. But nice big wide reset area, I would. So yeah. And so let's just have a look. Let's just out of curiosity, let's just buy. Let's buy the John Deere and see where that will spawn out. Okay, so we've got that little bit. And yeah, so the spawn area is a little bit further away from the shop, but that's not a major problem. At least you know where everything is. So let's crack on to do that. So what we've come from is we came out of the main yard. Came down over to the restaurant, Denton Bakery, the gas station, the cows, then went up to the Gomez Ridge Acres, and then we come across, did the shop, and the spinnery. That's that little area round there done. So from there, I think what we're going to do is it's a bit of a funny. It's going to be a bit of a funny loop round. But yeah. Okay, so yeah. Yeah. But it's absolutely beautiful. I'm loving this map. But I know that's me. That's just my personal opinion. It's probably a little bit biased in a way, but because I've known what Gold Crest Valley was like on FS17 and playing it, it was really good. So here we go. We're gonna just turn down here. We're gonna turn just into here. So here we have another cell point. Just cut across the grass. Cell point just here, and that cell point is that's your farmer's market. So I could have probably got out and had a run round and had a look. But here's your farmer's market cell point. But yeah, I didn't pay attention. I didn't come in on the right area. I'd cut across the grass. But hey, so that's your farmer's market. So we're going to head over the road. Bump over the road for that. And this is, does it say? It says it's it's the diner. So let's have a look. What? And there you go. And so that's your fast food restaurant just there. So So there you go. So you've got your farmer's market, your fast food restaurant. So we're going to head over to the next one. Just up, down and over the road. Come out of there. To there. And here we go. So here's another sell point. So we're just here, and this sell point, it's your supermarket. And so that's your supermarket sell point, just there. And obviously you've got the train tracks in the end. And this building just here, if I remember correctly from the originals, it's a silo where you can store your goods. Yeah. So obviously your output will come there, your goods in would be there. Okay. That looks as though that needs to be fixed. As if you can see, guys, look, we're on the ground. So that needs an update. But this, yeah. That texturing hasn't been rendered. So there you go. So that's your another rent train point. So that'll put the train just up here. So obviously you can take it in and out from there. But yeah, that's it's a little bit daunting there. Let's just check it from the other side. See if it can come through from this side. No. So your entrance in and out, it's all too low down. But this area here, where we are, just here, it's your train station town. So there you go, and the train's pulling in and pulling out again. There you go, there goes the train. So yeah, so that's your train station town. That's just one of the additional extra silos that's on the map for you guys as well. And just be careful when you're coming over once that's fixed. Remember, there's no level crossing there, so the train won't actually stop. I'm gonna head this side now. It's good to see that the hotel and everything else is still in. Pulling in. Okay. I missed a bit of a turn-in by the looks of it. Yeah, I missed the road. There we go. Up and over. This is another area. Just up round here. You can see it's another sell point by the looks of it. That's your Maplefield Mill. Oh, train's coming. I better get off the tracks. Don't want to be run over by the train. So this is your Maplefield Mill, and it's... Is it sell point? Buy point? Let's have a look. See what... See what can get sold at Maplefield Mill. There you go. Yep. So it's another sell point. So like for your sugar cane and everything else. So yeah. Obviously, yeah. So that's your Maplefield Mill that was on there originally. It's good to see. So yeah. So obviously you can rent the train from there as well. So yeah. It's not... It's not a silo location. It's a buy. It's a sell point. So that's your Maplefield Mill. Just there. That's good. Back up. There's a hotel on the right hand side. Head up. Head down and in. That's it. So here's your sawmill area. So obviously got... Okay. We've got a nice production building here. Let's just sell wood. So there's obviously your biomass heating plant. Which is good to see. So you've got your biomass heating plant just there. Timber works. Okay. So yep, so that's another wood in, timber out. Is this a carpentry factory? Is this a carpenter's? It is. So yep, so here you go guys, you've got your carpenter. So you've got your carpentry planks production point just up here as well. So there's that. So over here is your sawmill. So yeah, so obviously your wood will come in just there. And then obviously so there's your wood chip sale point as well. Lovely lake. Got, and that's... You've also got a debris crusher up here as well. So remember that, guys. Your debris crusher's up by your sawmill. So if you've got your stones and everything else, and you don't want to put one on yourself, so that's your sawmill area. So it's just really free cap. So we've done all of this area here. Come down, cross like that. Did that. Then up to your farmer's market and to your fast food. We had a look at the supermarket. We then went into the train station town storage area. We've come out. We're now here on this little area just here. So I'm gonna head up to the top of field 1 and go and investigate that area up the top there. It's a slight bit of doubling back on ourselves, but it'll be okay. nice with the traffic on this one. If you haven't had a look at already, guys, and everything else, I have done a couple of I've put some videos out already, so if you want to if you want to watch those, one of those is like there's some let's plays, there's a mod review, there's another map tour on there. So if you like looking at the content, guys, please do hit the follow button and drop me a message. You can contact me through Twitch. I'm also on Discord, and I'm also now on Facebook. I've got a Facebook page that I've set up as well, so if you want to drop me a line on there, any suggestions that you might want to see on Let's Plays. But bearing in mind, guys, I am on console only, on the Xbox, so can't have a lot of the maps that PC players use. So here we go, guys. Here's another sale point just up here. It's the right agribusiness. It's good to see that it's still there in its location from the first one. So that's another sale point. So you can see now that we're actually up here. But yeah, it's gonna take a bit of fun doing. So let's yep, right, okay. Let's just try and think of a route out for the next one. There's some really good ways of driving on this. As we've been driving around, guys, also we haven't come across any collectibles yet, so don't know if there is any or not, but I suppose perhaps we could have a look, see if we can just jump over this area. Don't really want to go through the long drive down. There we go, we're down. So here we go. So this is a new addition to the map. It's your bakery, which is another one of your sell points. So that's your Morgan's Bakery production plant. So it's good. So as we're here, we might as well take in the biogas plant. As we're here, come down right by it. So let's hop up and in to this way. With maps and everything else, sometimes you have to buy the land or to get the biogas plant to work, or sometimes you actually have to buy the biogas plant itself. So let's just have it. So with here, we've done that area. So the sawmill, the carpentry, the biomass plant, the wood chip sale plant, up to right agribusiness. We come across, cut across the field to the bakery. So we're now here, and this is where your biogas plant is. So this area, as you can see on the map, there is no triggers showing at all. So, and to buy that area, it's 102,288 by the way. So let's just do a test. So let's go into the finance screen. And also, by the look of it, guys, if there were collectibles, it would say collectibles out of 100 or out of how many. It actually doesn't show any collectibles. So I'm assuming that that means there are no collectibles on this map at all. So there we go. Let's just borrow the money. Okay, let's go to the map and purchase the area. So let's buy it for 102,288. Okay, so we've just bought it, and as you can see, the biogas plant has now showed up. So obviously that's so there you go. So you now own the biogas plant. So for 102,288, you can buy the biogas plant. It's the 250 kilowatt production change biogas plant. So let's go in and have a look, see what that would actually cost you if you were to buy that. Oh, so it's 99. Yeah. So if you were to buy that normally, that would actually cost you 875,000 to purchase. So for 102,288 to purchase, is it worth it? Maybe, but I would say so if you like doing your silage baling and putting your chaff in and using it for like role play and doing all your digestate. So that's pretty good. So obviously intake is going to go into there. That would be obviously for your slurry intake. And here's probably where you'd get your digestate out as well, and your digestate outward. So that's your biogas plant. So you get, so you've got 1, 2, 3 large bunker silos for your chaff as well. So that's pretty amazing. So there's your biogas plant. You don't own the land, so you can't use it, and you probably, so let's just do the other test. So let's sell it and see what happens now. So let's sell the land itself and see if it goes. And there you go. So you've lost. So yep. So all the triggers disappear, but can you still use it as a sell point? So let's have a look. So what would you normally sell at the sell point? So sugarcane, no, silage. Yeah. So by the looks of it, you can still use it as a normal sell point if you don't buy the land, but you don't get the benefit of having the digestate produced. So obviously, yeah. So that's, so there's your biogas plant. Let's come out here now. Let's loosen that up. So So what we're going to do is I'm going to come out of here. I'm just going to head over the road here. Head in. You remember the silos, the extra storage silos? So you've got another one just here. Which is good. Is that your rent train? Yeah, that's your rent train facility just there. So you've got another. Oh, there's a production plant just here as well, guys. So that's another nice new addition. And this sell point, it's needle and stitch. So I would say it's your tailors. No, oh, you've got a wardrobe area. So okay. So you can come into the needle and stitch, change your wardrobe, which is a nice feature. But here's the one that I want. Buy production point. So yep, so it's your tailor shop. So there's your tailors just there. And here we go. We're at the central transport hub. So for those of you who actually remember FS17, you had your double train tracks. So where you could load up both trains, and you had a working crane up here as well, if I remember, for 19. So here you go. So you've got something just here. So let's have a look. That's your another rent train area as well. So you can fill up both trains, and these sell points if you want to go around one side of the map or around one side of, or the other side. So if you've got a ton of sugar cane that you need to store, or if you've got a ton of sugar cane that's already in storage and the price is right to sell it at the Maplefield mill, you can come over to here to the transport hub, purchase a train that goes on the smaller track, which is this one, this is the train track that goes to the central hub. So let's just see what will happen. Let's just call the train back. See if he's stopping, and see if that one's going to stop and reverse. So we're renting the train. He's still going. So that's that one. So let's see if we can call in the other train as well. There you go. So we've just called in the other train. Let's go and wait for him. There's all nice little bits of testing out to do. That one's coming back in. So will it come in from that way, or will it come in from that way? Will it reverse in? There we go. So one train's arrived. So which is this one just here? Yeah. And here's the other one. So there you go, guys. Trains work. Let's do that one. So that trigger there is for that train, the smaller circled train. Oh, let's hop over the fence. And this triggered rent train is for the other side. And off he goes. So that's him done. Right. Just gonna hop over here, because as you can see, there's an area just up over there. And that is your sheep. You've got a couple of sheds here as well. So there we go. You can see your wool spawn area for your sheep. You've got feed area just here. You do need to put water down on this one, so you've got your water trough just here. And obviously you've got your trigger just here. And there you go. So that takes 250 sheep. So that's good. Right. I didn't show you what the cow pasture will take. So let's do a bit of fancy magic. So there you go. Showed you the triggers. So here's your dialog box, and there you go. 450 cows on the farm. So yeah. So let's go into animals and see if they're modded in. So yeah. No. So they haven't been added in as an extra mod. So, but no, so that's cows is standard. So let's have a look at sheep. Sheep is 200. Okay, don't think they've been added. Right, so let's jump back over and show you where we've been and everything else. So we were over, so we did all of that area there, right, agribusiness, down to the bakery, across to the biogas plant. So we come out of the biogas plant, come down the road, come in through to here, into the central train station, and your tailor shop, cut across, up and round, and we're now here at the sheep pasture. So that's pretty much that side. So we're going to cut out and do all of this area around here now, and then that should be done. So let's go and jump back in to the tractor. That was quick. Oh. But yeah, but you've got the nice Puma 145. I must say, he's done a really good job in bringing it in. It's just, so far for me, it's just that little problem with the other silo at the train station town. So yeah, obviously like not rendered properly, or just something, or could have been the tractor. But here we go. But here we go, guys. We're back on our main farm. Just going to cut through. Cut through a forestry area. So you've got a little bit of a forestry area up around here. I'm sure you could come in and do that. But here we are, guys. Here's your pigs. Here's the pigsty, pig pen. So obviously you feed in. Animal dialogue. 300 pigs it'll hold. Obviously your slurry point just there. That's the only extra trigger there is. And there's a box trigger just here. I would assume that that's where your straw would go in. Probably where you'd blow your straw in over the fence using a straw blower, or you might be able to tip it in loose into that box and it should appear on the ground. But there you go. But that's your pigs. And what was it 300? Did we say 300 it holds? Yeah, so it holds 300. So it'll take your 300 pigs on there for that one for you. Yeah. So we're going to come out from there. Head down. And there we go. And then going to head into your Pacific grain. Silo or sell point? What do you reckon? Let's have a look. So here we are. So we've done that little bit area. Come across the yard. Up to the pigs. So we're now at your train station north. So with your Pacific grain. So that's another silo holding area for you guys. So that's not bad. Nice little silo holding area. So you've got a bit of forestry areas all around. You can buy individual plots, areas on the map if you want to, like you can originally. So field 10, I would say that's 0.6 hectares. So it's 19. Field 19 is 0.56 hectares, still the smallest. 0.91, 852. So that's 1179. So yeah. So 5, 20 and 31 are still your largest fields, but 5 is the largest, and to buy that's 715,920 to purchase. And field 19 is the smallest at 35,000. So here's another silo point for you guys as well. So when you got extra crop storages, they need the space. Come out of there, just quickly head up. Another gas station just here for you. Head up over here to your horse paddock. There you go. So your horse paddock. There's 16 horses. So here's your feed area. There is no water. Okay. We've got another trigger box here. To be honest, I can't remember what that would be for. Whether that be for hay or straw for bedding. I don't know if they took bedding. One way to find out. It's just buy a horse. Okay. So we got a horse. Let's have a look. Yes. Yep. Okay. So there you go, guys. That little bit extra area there will probably be for straw. Where's he gone? Stand still. There you go. Nice. So yeah, see, horses in a normal way, and me doing just there you go. That's enough fun. Oh, yeah, sorry guys, I hadn't done horses and everything else, and if you saw the little thing to just flash up on the screen, I just earned an achievement for riding a horse. But there you go. So that's your horse dialogue box. That's where your straw would go, and then obviously you've got your animal feed there as well. So yeah. Right, so we came out, so we did all the sheep, that little area there, so we then came up to the pigs, up to there. We didn't do the dairy, but we can do, I'm going to do that on the way back down. And then I'm going to come across. So yeah, so we did the pigs, across into the train station north, up to the gas station, up to the horses. So come out from the horses. cut across. So literally right opposite the train station north is your dairy production plant. So there you go. So this is dairy productions. So that's your dairy. So there's your dairy. So let's come out. Yeah. Head down onto the road. Down. And here we are. We're heading to Crest Pacific Grain. Which is another sell point. Obviously trigger's a little bit low down in the ground there, but again, because it's like your Pacific Grain, it would have been nice if this could have been utilised and used as your grain mill, because you haven't got a grain mill on the map, guys. So if you want to do your productions for flour and everything else, you're going to have to find an area that you can put your grain mill into. So it's okay, but it would have been nice if you could have utilised that area as a grain mill. So we've done the horses, did that, up to the horses, across to the dairy, down to the Crest Pacific Grain, which is another one of these sell points. Come out of here, head down, head across the pond. Head over the little wooden bridge down there on the right hand side. Go down. Across the wooden bridge. But for those of you for remember FS17, that was like your pine forest area. Oh, here we go. It's your Winston tree nursery. This used to be like Winston Farm area and stuff like that. But here's another sell point. It's not a production plant. It's just a sell point, guys. And this sell point is a new one on the map, and it's your pizzeria. It's your pizzeria sell point. So that's where your pizzeria is. And we've only got a little bit left to do down by field 31. So we're gonna head over that way now. So we're gonna jump back into the tractor and head down across. Yeah, so it brings back memories for me of how I used to play with FS17. So I did play it on FS19 as well, but not as much on 19 as I did with 17. Get back into it. Here we go, coming up. So it's good with how Puma 145's kept a lot of the texture in from FS17, like with the buildings, and he's kept the buildings true to what they were in the area. But if memory also serves me correctly, in FS19, this little area just here, you had your manure buy point. So you used to be able to buy manure just here. I think that Puma put in. But here we go. But here's one of the sell points. It's Mary's Farm. So there's your Mary's Farm sell point just here. I'm going to head across. There's your animal dealer just there. So I can walk the rest of this little bit, but here you go. You've got OTs. Here's your cereal factory production chain, guys. So that's your cereal factory production chain. Here's your sugar mill production plant, and here's your oil mill production plant. So you've got your cereal, you've got your sugar, you've got your oil production plant, all just here. And then obviously your fields. So that is it, guys. That is the map. So that is Crest Valley by Puma 145 with 281.38 megabytes to download. It's been an enjoyable experience doing an actual map tour on this one. So, but anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy it. So, crack on, have fun, enjoy the game. Stay safe out there, guys, and enjoy life to the full. And I will probably catch you in a little while again. So I'm gonna take a little break. I'm gonna do what I need to do with this video, get it sorted out, and then I'm gonna be coming back live and doing another couple of episodes, well, another episode of my Let's Play in Hout Baileron. So come back and join us for that, guys. You're more than welcome to. But until then, stay safe, happy gaming, and I will see you guys in a little while. Catch you laters.